And hello, YouTubers. I've got something brand new for you today that just released. Actually, it released yesterday. I wanted some time to test it myself, plus the servers were very laggy. Very, very laggy, very horrible latency issues that I could not record with, because it would be an awful video. So I've already done this, but there's a new thing, and this is for the video Hearthstone, or this is for the game Hearthstone, sorry. As you all know if you're watching this, it's called the Curse of Naxxrammas. It was just released, and it's a new PvE mode in Hearthstone. You get there under solo adventures, the way you used to get the practice. It's the middle button, and they still have practice here. But now they have the Curse of Naxxrammas. And basically it's a solo PvE adventure in Hearthstone. And when you first get it, you will not have heroic and you will not have class challenges. All you will be able to do is normal. And that's what you're gonna that's how you're gonna get your cards. So you're gonna go to normal mode, and I'm just gonna show you the Curse of Naxxrammas. Now, I've already beaten it, so I've already gotten the cards. You get some pretty good cards from it. I'll show you the cards you get from only the first wing is out, the first quarter. So you can only beat 3 bosses so far. But they have it in regular, heroic, and class challenges. Now the class challenges this week, or this month, for this wing are Druid and Rogue. And the Rogue card you get is called Poison Seeds. And it's a spell for 4 mana. Destroy all minions and summon 2/2 Trents to replace them. So that destroys minions on your side and on their side. And will summon 2/2 Trents. So you can use that if they have board advantage, and it would even it out, because if they have something big that you can't take down, well, now they only have 2/2 Trents. Or if you want to run something like Sylvanas or Cairn Bloodhoof, if you use that while Cairn is out on the board, then you get a Bane Bloodhoof plus all your 2/2 Trents. So if Cairn is on the board and you use this, it'll kill off Cairn, but it will summon a Bane Bloodhoof and a 2/2 Trent. So it's a pretty good combo to use there, but you don't want to use this with only Bane or Cairn Bloodhoof. This is 4 mana, so you're gonna want to use this with more than that on the board. The other card that you get is a Druid card, and it is called Anubar Ambusher, and it's a minion. This one's a minion, and it's a 4 mana for 5/5, which is great. And the Death Rattle, which I'm guessing this is supposed to be a bad Death Rattle, like a drawback. It's to return a friendly minion to your hand, but when you have cards like the SI7 Agent, or, a Defias Ringleader, that's a good Death Rattle. So you get a 5/5 with for rogues, only for rogues, a good Death Rattle for 4 mana. So this is a very good card with rogues. Expect to see it in in a lot of rogue decks. Probably it's going to be run in miracle decks now. Instead of, let's see, what could you replace it with in a miracle deck? Probably replace the Earthen Ring Farce. No, you'd want to keep those. You could probably replace the Azure Drake with one of those. No, because I could use spell damage, so it might not be in miracle decks, but it will be in a lot of rogue decks coming up. And you're going to want to start running lots of silences now in your decks, because 90% of the cards you get, pretty much every card, whether it has a Death Rattle or it enhances Death Rattles, but almost every card you get from Curse of Naxxrammas is going to be Death Rattle related. It's going to be related to Death Rattles. Now the other 4 cards you get are neutral, and we're going to go over those. And the first one will be the Haunted Creeper. It's 2 mana, and it's a 1/2, and its Death Rattle is to summon 2 1/1 Spectral Spiders. That is a good card. It doesn't sound good. The base stats aren't really that great. I mean, a Knife Juggler has a 3/2 instead of a 1/2. But its Death Rattle is to summon 1/1 Spiders. 2 1/1s. So, this is a pretty good turn 2 card for, rush down decks, like a Rush Down Hunter, or like a Zoo Lock deck. The Zoo decks might start running this. but in standard decks, not the best card. because of its awful stats. The next one you get is called the Naxxrammas Weblord. It's 2 mana for a 1/4, not that great, but minions with a battle cry cost 2 more, so it's going to be really good against warriors, and yeah. Now the next one is 2 mana for a 0/2. Now these are all 2 mana cards, which this is a pretty good 2 mana drop. But this, 2 mana, and its death rattle is to summon a 4/4 Nerubian. So if you can taunt this with a Defender of Argus or the other one, or maybe you can kill it off yourself if you're a mage or something like that, that's a pretty good 2 mana drop. And the last one is indeed a legendary. You get a legendary from every wing, and its name is, where is it? I think it's a 6 mana. It's called Naxxrammas. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mania. I don't know. Naxxrammas. And it destroys any minion damaged by this minion. It's basically, what's it called? The Cobra. The Emperor Cobra. Destroy any minion damaged by this minion, except for 6 mana, and instead of a 2/3, it's a 2/8. So, pretty good. Might see this run in control decks, but it's no game. It's not game breaking or anything. And those are the cards you get from it. And so to get the hero cards, you have to do the class challenge, or to get the class cards for the rogue and druid, you have to do the class challenge. But for the others, you have to do normal mode. So we're gonna go ahead and do some normal mode. Now I'm gonna fight the first boss. This video is gonna be split into 3 different parts, 1 for each boss, and we're gonna go ahead and kill Anub Rakan. Now I zoomed past this pretty easy with my Shakadin deck, which is in my very first YouTube video ever. It's a very good deck. It's a Rush Paladin deck. I have to make one quick update with it, where I'm going to switch out. It has, what's it called? The Loot Hoarder in it, which you might see during this video. I'm going to switch that out with a Blood Mage Thanos now that I have it. But other than that, this is a very strong deck, and I recommend it highly. It's in my very first YouTube video called My First Game Video or something like that, and it says Shakadin on it. It has the deck list there and some gameplay by it, so I would definitely go check that video out before I try this and see what's up. So what happened there was he summoned this. Death Rattle, deal 3 damage to your hero. That's not that great of a card. So we're going to charge it with this Bluegill. Actually, yeah, we're going to charge it with this Bluegill. And there we go. So, there's the Haunted Creeper that we have. We can silence that next turn if we need to. So we're going to go ahead and throw out a Silence and a Worgen Infiltrator. And the turn. Now this Silence might have been better saved for something like, let's see, what is he about to place? Shadow Flame. Destroy friendly minion, deal its attack to all enemy minions. Ouch. But we have a Leroy Jenkins now. But do we want to use it? Not quite yet. We're going to save this weapon. We're not going to waste one of its durability yet. Now his hero power is to summon a 3/1 Nerubian, which is very good. See, this is when we would have saved this thing for. So we're going to try and avoid damaging that Nerubian. And we're going to summon one of these guys. And we're going to end the turn. When you have a true silver champion, it's got 4 damage, but it only has 2 durability. So you want to save it in case you need it. Like right now, see, look, it's going to come in handy. Because now I can remove that. This has a battle cry. I don't know if I want to go with, that'll be 9 damage, but I have no way of removing. I can get 9, 10, 11 damage on him, but then he can kill this off instantly with the 1/1 whelps. I don't know if I'd like to risk that yet. We're gonna go for it. Let's do it. And I have an Abusive Sergeant on the board now. So we're gonna go for 11 damage on him, knock him down to 14. This fight is not very hard. The second fight is definitely the hardest of them all. He didn't even need to use the whelps. Now this card is very good. Stone Skin Gargoyle. At the start of your turn, heal it back to full health. If you can buff that up and taunt it, very strong card. So we're going to Divine Favor, see what we can get from it. An Equality, nice, an Abusive Sergeant, and a Hammer of Wrath. So we're going to Equality and summon one of these guys. I didn't really think about that very much. I could have taken him out without wasting an Equality. So now he has a 3-1. He's probably going to remove this. Is that what there's Frostbolt's going to do? Yep. Now he has a Crazed Alchemist. Now that's a 3-1, a 1-3. I don't know why he'd want that. But we have 8 mana now, so I think we're just going to go for face at this point, because I can do this turn. I can do 5 damage with him, knock him down to 9. 4 with this, knock him down to 5, and 3 with this. So we're going to hit him face with this. We're going to summon this guy, give him the +2, and hit him for face. And hit him with this. And now he has 2 health. We knocked him down to 2 health. So, as you can see, this isn't very hard of a fight. And you can always rely on them to make the trades. So you don't really have to do much trading, because they will trade whenever they have the opportunity. That's a Crazed Alchemist watch. Yeah, I don't know why he'd rather have 3 health. I mean, a 1-3 is very useless now. We need to get lucky, and we did. We fucking did. And that's game. So there's the first boss in the Curse of Naxxrammas, and there's a spider right there. Ew. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope it was helpful. Definitely go give Curse of Naxxrammas a try. It's free. This wing is free for this month. After this month, it costs 700 gold, so definitely go hit it up as soon as you can. And I will do the next boss, Grand Widow Farlina, which is definitely the hardest of the 3, in the next video. So stay tuned for Grand Widow Farlina, and also Mixna, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. I'll see you guys.